We are Nerd Gold Online, and this is Hypercharge Unboxed from Digital Cyber Cherries. Now, this game is meant for basically anybody who grew up playing with action figures, or really loved Toy Story, things like that, where basically let your imagination run wild and essentially kind of breathe life into toys within the real world. Now, in this game, you play one action figure of your choice. There's lots of customization options for each type, and each mission or each level starts with this comic book intro. Now, as you play, you collect credits or coins in order to actually purchase defenses for essentially the battery there. And while you're defending it, or not the battery, but the power core, while you're defending the power core, you have batteries that can actually basically help apply a shield to it. And so sometimes you do need to go in searching of those. Now, their locations are different each time you play. And here we're playing on the expert difficulty in order to basically unlock a couple challenges for my son, and he's actually the other player here with me. And so as you run around, you actually have a couple different options. You can either do first person or third person shooter. And so the entire time you're playing, the big bad, whose name escapes me at the moment, basically just keeps sending toys that he's corrupted at you with the hopes of destroying that source. And that thing essentially is what gives the toys life in the real world. So it's your job to protect it, or essentially, if you fail, you'll no longer be animated. And so as you go, you have these Beyblade looking things that are, I believe, just called spinners, and a lot of other toys that look very similar to actual things. Like there's some stages that actually you essentially have to fight what looks like My Little Ponies that are flying around and defend multiple of these power sources. Now, I actually was a day one purchaser of the game when it first became available on Xbox, and had been following it for most of the last year, and absolutely loved everything I saw. And so far, every level I've played, I've thoroughly enjoyed. This game is very fast-paced. There's a lot of strategy involved that requires you and your teammates to actually work together in order to actually protect everything. And if you want to be able to unlock all the other skins and customization options, you do need to protect everything on the same playthrough. And if you fail even one of them, the mission's not over, but you do lose on the unlocks. Now, hidden throughout each level is basically places where you can actually put stickers that are predefined. Each one helps unlock different things in the game. There's also usually a bobblehead that you end up having to shoot. And there's other missions that are basically unique to the level, like with this one. If you can find the dart on the level and throw it at that dartboard, that actually completes the challenge, as long as you hit the dartboard. And that one is actually quite difficult. The nice thing, though, is that the dart does respawn. What's very helpful, though, is most of these challenges can be completed on the easy difficulty. So that way you can focus your hard difficulty, or your expert difficulty rather, on just completing and surviving. Overall, we had an absolute blast with this game. My son and I have actually played many of the levels together and absolutely enjoy it every single time. And I hope that this team continues to put out content like this as far as the level of detail, level of quality, where this game, literally only for $20 USD, is far more polished and far superior to most AAA titles I have ever played. And absolutely blown away from day one just with their attention to detail. And like I said, thoroughly enjoyed the game. Absolutely loved it. Again, every level I've played, I've enjoyed. Even the levels that I can't even complete on Expert, I still had a lot of fun playing. And that's a true testament to this team and the quality of their work. And honestly, if they're watching this, you guys should give yourselves a pat on the back, because hell, you earned it.